Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. I have a really fun video. Hopefully it actually works out. Somebody in my last video, the first impression of the Tati palette, asked me to do a look with the oranges and golds. So I'm going to attempt to use some of them. I'm going to attempt to try and do a fun look with the colors. I haven't done this on camera yet, but I've been trying to do halo eyes. So let's see if I can actually do that technique. Alright. Lily's in her favorite spot again. Oh crap. One of my brushes just broke. I guess I'll be gluing that one. Oh well. They are very old. I guess I'm in the market for a few new brushes. Alright. Let's start with Aura, the matte one. So I'm just going to take it all over the lid, up to the brow, just to kind of somewhat neutralize my veins a little bit. I do really like this cream colored shadow. It, like all the rest of them, it is very, very pigmented. Alright, I'm gonna take the color Soothe in the matte formula, just with the same brush, and lightly, hopefully, dust it in the crease. And if you missed my last video, if you ever do pick up this palette, all, and I mean all of these shadows are very, very pigmented. So you do not need to dip your brush in much. I barely am touching it. That's one thing that Tati talked about in one of her videos on it, and a lot of people reviewing it too have mentioned how amazingly pigmented it is. It's nice to have a palette that is pigmented, because then if you're careful, shadows will last longer and it's not so much of a waste. Lily, what are you doing? Just looked at me like deer in the headlights. She cracks me up. Okay. I am going to focus a lot with the mattes for now, and we're going to get into some of the glitter and lots and lots of sparkle. So I'm going to start out with Story, the matte one, and just lightly tap it on my outer corner. I'm sorry if you can hear the neighbors, they're nuts. So loud. It has been so crazy loud the last few days. They must be watching sports or something. It's usually what people are getting overly excited about. I'll watch sports occasionally with my husband, but I don't get into it as much as a lot of people. Color is so pretty. Perfect for fall. Love it. I'm probably going to go back to it a couple of times to deepen up everything. With this palette especially, along with most other palettes, I do recommend doing your eyes first. I'm just taking now some of the shadow on the tip of the brush. Always tap off or blow on the brush a little bit to get rid of the excess. That will prevent some fallout. It's okay if it gets in the lower lash line. We'll be doing that too. So we're basically working on just the outer and the inner third. I'm gonna take an even smaller brush. Now I'm gonna take a bit of Ritual and take it on a rounded brush, which is just a little bit smaller than the last one, and just tap it on the outer part, leaving just a little bit of the orange showing. Now onto the inner third, also leaving a little bit of the orange showing on that. And you can always go back and add more. Probably have said it in my last few videos. It's easier to add than it is to take away. The neighbors are going nuts. Okay, so I'm gonna go back into the orange, which is Story, and just add a little bit more to show. I was gonna say it's the finals for soccer sometime this weekend. Just trying to add some of the orange back on parts of it. I'm trying to make this as easy as possible for beginners, because honestly, I am too when it comes to halo high. I don't really know what I'm doing. I've watched so many videos on it though. So I'm just taking a little bit of setting spray, and I'm gonna take, you can take a bigger brush than this. It's really small, it's very detailed. Okay, I'm gonna move the palette for a minute. Don't want to spray the palette. Okay. Technical difficulties. You don't want to spray it too much to where it's dripping. I am gonna go into the color Story in the metallic finish. This color, if you missed the swatch last time, I have to do it again because it's so freaking pretty. Just look at that. That is just fabulous. Let's intensify it. That color is unbelievable. I know Tati probably will never see this video, but what an amazing palette. Seriously, so amazing, so pretty, worth every penny, like I said in my first impression. Okay, so take some on that dampened brush and focus it in the blank area in the middle. And this will take me a minute because am using a very small brush, but it's easier for me. I mean, look at that, if you can see that. Holy cow, that color. Okay, so I'm just taking some more, and I'm bringing it up to my crease so it shows. And you want to blend it with the other edges of the other shadows, just a tiny bit. Look at that. That is, wow. That's all I can say. That is just, I never thought I'd ever say that about an orange. It's awesome, this palette. And if you missed the video of my first impression, it is before tax and shipping, 48 bucks. And normally I wouldn't spend that much on one item, but Tati is seriously one of my favorite people, and I'll never meet her, but she is, on screen at least, one of the nicest people it seems on YouTube. One of the most deserving. So, everybody has been obsessed with this palette. I have not seen one bad thing from anyone. I can't get over it. I'm actually obsessed with the orange. So I'm just basically packing on the color. Wow. Wow. Okay, I am gonna go back into the matte brown just a tiny bit. Just on both outer corners to make sure it looks great. And there's like no fallout at all on my face, which is awesome. Okay, so to amp this up even more, I am going to take the color Aura in the metallic, just taking it and tapping it just in the center to add even more. I'm going to use some of these glitters this time too, so that'll be fun. Just tiny bit, just to brighten things up a little bit. So I'm just going to clean up my fingers and wipe away that swatch before I forget. What? You all should see the goofy grin on my husband's face. I think somebody likes the makeup I'm coming up with. Alright, so let's take the color Memory in the matte. Don't get too much on the brush. And I'm just gonna line, because I don't think this needs liquid liner. You can, of course, use liquid liner if you want to. See, just subtle definition. And like I said in my first impression, this palette is absolutely perfect for this time of year. Absolutely. I have never been really into a ton of like oranges and golds, but I think I am now. So I'm just gonna take a flat brush and into the color Story, the matte version, and just take it on the lower lash line. I guess this one had some sparkles on it from whatever I used it last time, but oh well. I was gonna add some anyway. And then just flip it over to the other side and use some of Ritual in the matte version. Just on the outer part. And let's see. Finally, let's get into the glitter before I put mascara on. This is a really unique pressed glitter. Okay, I don't know if you'll be able to see this, but I just dipped my finger in once. It comes off a lot, which is not a bad thing. It's just amazing. So I'm trying to wipe a little bit of it off. What I'm gonna do is just tap it. Ooh, holy cow. Look at that. Oh my God. Wow. You don't even need a glitter glue. Wow. Holy cow. Wow, that is so pretty. I haven't gotten this excited over something makeup related in quite a while. Wow. Yeah. All right, let's go on to mascara. I don't have words for this. Wow. This seems to be drying up. It's typical. Mascara doesn't last long. And I have to say, there's literally no fallout of shadow on my face at all. And that does not happen. It happens with every other eyeshadow I've ever used. But wow, I only see one tiny speck of glitter on my cheek, too. So that is really awesome. Wow. Now this mascara is drying up, so it doesn't look as good as it usually does. But, man, I can't wait to play with other colors. I am super, super excited to play with the purples. That's what I'm going to do next. Promise you that. So, this is the final look. I am absolutely in love. Wow. I cannot get over how good this looks. Look at this. It's unbelievable. I have never been absolutely speechless about a palette before. Ever. This is amazing. So this is really cool. So this is the first look that I've done with this. The next one I am definitely playing with the purples and maybe a little bit of the gold more. But yeah, this is the first look that I've done with the Tati palette. Cannot wait to do more. So this is what it looks like. I am super excited and super happy with the way things turned out. There's nothing bad to say about this palette. Wow. Okay, I will see you in the next one, and I will have more colorful stuff to come up. Bye!